How's it going, everyone? This is Isela here with the Truck Boss Show, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Vince. He is with VSA Plugsaver. Vince, thank you for being with us on the show.
No problem.
Vince, you have an interesting story, but you also have an awesome product. So tell us a little bit about your product.
Well, basically, it's an electrical safety strap that secures the pigtail housing, takes a lot of the wiggle out of the plug, and keeps the pigtail held tight into itself. You don't want an operation going down the road so you don't end up with flickering lights and the plug falling out and things like that. Part of what led me to it was having those issues, whether or not it's like flickering lights going down the road every time you hit a bump because your pigtail's loose. I've had them fall out, drag on the ground. And then you can't hook it back up once that end drags on the ground and gets all messed up. And it always seems to happen at a bad time. You know, it's raining outside, you know, it's snowing, blizzard. And that's kind of what made me think about it.
Tell me about your 2009 story. You was out in the blizzard and you had that issue, right?
Yeah, I was hooking up in our yard where we had our trucks, and it was just snowing and blowing. I mean, there's probably already 6 inches of snow on the ground, and I get hooked up, and I start heading out of the yard, and like a lot of times, you know, you hit a pothole in the yard, and the next thing you know, my lights are blinking, and so then I got to stop, get out, you know, secure my pigtail with a bungee cord or something else I can find to secure it with, so it stops blinking, because you want to have lights when you're running in bad weather. And so, you know, I remember getting out and it was just kind of, you know, a bad night, you know, to my start. And I remember looking at the back of the semi thinking, you know, there should be something here. And that's kind of what got me start to think about the product was, you know, there should be something there all the time so I don't have to look for a bungee cord or, you know, something else to secure it with. Well, and it's hard, you know, like some people have gate times, like FedEx drivers. A lot of them guys have gate times. So that means they have a certain amount of time to get out of the yard and go on the road. Well, if they miss their gate times, they get put behind. So that's, you know, money for the company because that's time off their driver. And then it's shop time that they had to pay for messing around with a simple light malfunction, loose cord, stuff like that. So it costs time all the way down the road. And the bottom line with time and truck driving, you know, you can't afford to waste time when the only thing that pays is the load.
Now, tell me about the process of whenever you come up with your idea on creating um, the plug saver. How was that?
Well, you know, I made the product actually in a motel room, Super 8, in Casper, in 2011, September 2011. And then I held on to it for like 2 years. Didn't do anything with it. It was laying around the house or in my sock drawer. I showed it to some of my friends and stuff, but never did anything with it. And I remember one of my buddies telling me one day, because we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I just wonder if it's out there. I wonder if there's anything like this exists. And he told me, he says, you know, the answer is always no if you don't ask. You know, it was a fairly smooth process, I thought, because we had some good people working with us. You know, Glacier Lakes Rubber and Plastic in South Dakota, which is the manufacturer of our product, and my friends Jim and Art, Tanner, everybody that's a part of the Plug Saver, they really helped it out and you know, made it work well for us in the way that it has.
I mean, it's a safety thing. So if anything can be prevented and your product is there to do that, I think that's awesome and amazing. And if they're interested in it, where can the product be found?
You can look us up online at vsaplugsaver.com. All the information's online.
Thank you so much, Vince, for your time. We really do appreciate it. And honestly, good luck from us here from the Truck Boss Show with your product. And I look forward to featuring it on our show as well.
All
So
right, thanks.